Hi guys. Goodness, Facebook is having trouble today. Didn't think I was gonna get connected. Hope everyone's doing wonderfully. We'll give everybody a minute to find us. Please let me know you're here. Say hello. Gotta turn me off so I don't hear myself talk. Oh my gosh, it's a scorcher here. I guess it could be worse if it was really sunny, but oh my gosh, I was just out and whoa, craziness. Hope everyone's doing great. Enjoying some of the summer activities that are out and about. Like I said, we'll give everybody just another minute or two and then we will jump in. Hi, Diana. I'm not sure why Facebook was being a little stubborn. But hopefully it's working now. I said, I'm just gonna wait just a couple minutes. Hopefully not everyone has the same trouble I had getting it to connect. I have a really cute card for you tonight. One that will be a great way to use up some of your designer series paper, and it basically takes a 6x6 sheet. So a great way to use up paper and very minimal supplies. It's crazy that it's already Thursday. This week seems to be flying by for me and I have so much to do and I can't. I blink and it's another day. Whew, I feel like I go to sleep. I wake up 2 days later. Anybody else feel that way ever? It's not fun. Especially, like I said, when you have a lot to do. All right, I am going to go ahead and jump in. If you are here, please say hello and let me know you're here and that you can hear me okay. Today is Thursday, June 11th, 2026, and this is our weekly Facebook Live here on DonnaStamps.com. So thank you so much for being here. I want to first say a huge thank you to everyone who was able to come on Sunday to my BOGO sale. So much product went to new homes and I'm just thrilled with that. There was lots of new product that was ordered as a result, and I just can't say thank you to you enough. Now, people have been asking me, what do I have left? What's the plan? I couldn't be there. Well, the plan is I am not going to have the opportunity anytime soon to do an in-person take two. I know I try to do that every year, but it's just not possible this year. I have too much going on. But what I would like to try and do, and I'm not going to put a time frame on it just yet, but my intent is to set up a new Facebook group that will be a online buy one, get one. And I'm going to take pictures of what I have left, which will all be priced, etc. And I will either have a live BOGO sale on Facebook, or I will post pictures and give you a time span of when you can order from or place orders from that and get those items for free. But just keep a lookout. I will post once I can figure out when I can do that. Now, Stampin' Up! Recently on Tuesday announced that we are doing another round of free shipping, and I love free shipping. And so for every $75 order, you will get free shipping between now and Saturday. So that's the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th. Now, if you need something and your order is not $75, I am going to be putting in an order on Saturday evening, and I will be happy to include you in that. And that way you will be able to get free shipping as well. So again, just email me or text me and let me know, and I will be happy to include you in that because everybody wants to save money, right? The new product of the month is super cute. We played with it last week. It is the little Wild Bunch. And of course, look at this super cute card. And when you spend $75, so this is a great time to get this if you haven't gotten it yet. When you spend $75 before any, or after, excuse me, after any credits or rewards or your shipping and tax, you will be able to get this bundle for $5. So again, lots of opportunities with the free shipping and the $75. In addition to that, when you purchase the product of the month, I send you out a PDF with 8 different projects utilizing that. And of course, we used it last week, and I will show you some other examples. It's not the card that we did, but you can see just how cute these little characters are. Okay, so there are 4. I did 3 cards with it. I did not do the little koala, but I will get to it soon. But it's super, super cute little set. And again, like I said, you get that PDF. Club Cove for this month, which is, of course, my club to go, is going to be the Splash and Relax stamp set with these awesome, awesome dies. That's $30, and it is actually a subscription. But if you would like to get it one time only, it's $35. And you can just message me and I'll be happy to get one for you or send you an invoice for it. It's 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs. And in addition to everything that you need to make the cards, you also will have $22 to $25 worth of product for that $30. Now, if you need me to ship it to you, I'm happy to do that. And that makes it $38. So reach out to me by the 20th to take advantage of that. The cards are so cute. They're bright and cheery, and I can't wait for you to see them. As far as upcoming events, this coming Tuesday at 6:30 at the Marine Corps League. I didn't grab it. One second. One quick second. What can I do with it? Here. I'm prepping, so I moved it. Okay. I am doing my Lovely and Beautiful class, and you're going to be making this super shimmery 7x7 sampler. You do get the frame with it, and you're going to make a total of 3 cards. Here is one of them. And if this looks familiar, that's because this is a modified class from the one that I did at the Candle Barn recently. So registration for that ends tomorrow evening. It is $25, and again, you make the frame as well as 3 cards. Now, my intent is to offer these frames more often in the coming months, so you'll be able to add those inserts for you into your frame as you make them. So I love that size frame, and it's nice to be able to sit it on the mantle or on an entry table, something like that. And then, of course, we have Stamp-A-Stack this month on the 4th Sunday at 1 p.m. And that is 16 cards, 4 each of 4 designs for $25 are free if you place a $40 order at the event. And we're also going to be playing Stamp and Bunkle that day. So you can do one or both. And you need to RSVP for both of those by the 21st. Now, all of this information is up on my website, DonnaStamps.com. And of course, you can go over there to place an order or see what my events, etc. are. And we are in the process of giving it a little facelift, so to speak. I don't use it as much as I like. And so we're going to start, I'm working with a partner, and she is going to help me get that up and going and used a little bit more like it should be. Now, don't forget to comment and say hello. Let me know you're here. And of course, if you feel like sharing this, I greatly appreciate that. And you can type the word shared in all capital letters. Now, I always give away the card that I did on the last live to someone when I draw their name out of those who liked it from or commented last time. This is the card we did, again, part of that same wild bunch, and it works like this. And of course, it's quite fun because it will sit up so you can display it. And this one, this whole stack is made with the In Color Designer Series paper. So it's fun because you can mix and match everything to create those cards. So let me see who is going to get that. That's going to go to Diana Harris. And Diana, I will get those for you. All right. And then if you share my video, like I said, your name goes into a separate drawing, and that person is going to get a stack of cards from my stash. Diana and Linda Offox, I found your cards. So I got them for you. We'll get you squared away. They were here in a basket to bring the stamp stack, and I haven't seen you there. So that's why you don't have them. Okay. And then, of course, sharing is going to go to Kim Lanham. So, Kim, I have your information. I'll get those to you. Now, if you place an order in my online store and it's $35, I always like to send out a little embellishment. And this month, it's the natural dots. Now, you can't see it, but up here, there are also white ones. So, you've got crumb cake, an old olive, a night of navy, and then white up here. So these are great for using in all kinds of different projects. And I love it because of the neutrals. So it's going to be nice. So keep that in mind. I saw this card today. It wasn't the one I had planned. I had something else planned, but I saw this funfold today and I knew I had to recreate it. So let me first say hello. Hello to Diana and Linda Offox. Hello, Carol. So glad to see you. You're watching a little fawn and doe in your backyard. Oh, how precious. And you ordered your product of the month today. Yay. You are going to love it. It's so, so cute. So, so cute. All right. So let me put the camera down and I'm going to show you the card we're going to make. I have a friend who recently had to have some surgery, and she's having a little bit of trouble getting up and around. She's not one that likes help. She's very independent. But I wanted to just make a sweet card for her today that shows how much I care about her. So let me put the camera down. I'm going to show you this stamp set, which I think is one everybody needs, and then we're going to use it to make our card. So the stamp set we're going to use is out of the new catalog. Let me grab that real fast. I meant to tell you the page. It is called... Where are you? Here we go. Oh, it is an online exclusive. Sorry, it's an online exclusive. It's called Prayers and Promises. The first thing that drew me to this stamp set is double fonts. You all know that I absolutely love them. But it has all kinds of things. It's got little tiny ones. And then it's got the stacked sentiments. So it has some beautiful things. So sorry for your loss. Peace I leave you. With you, my peace I give unto you. Praying that the Lord's promises will bring you hope and comfort in the days ahead. He cares for you always. May you feel God's care and healing as you recover. Keeping you in my thoughts, holding you in my heart, and remembering you in my prayers. And then as you grieve, may the memories comfort you, your faith strengthen you, and may hope heal your heart. I just love, love, love this stamp set so much. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it, okay? We are going to pair it with something you probably think is a little odd, and that is this Such Fun paper. I didn't think I needed it, and I did not get this suite. It was part of the March online exclusives, but I love the Ladybug Picnic embossing folder. I love the ribbon, and I went ahead and got the paper because we used it in Club Cove for some super cute cards for this month, but I love it for the backside. That's why I went ahead and got it, but it's got some awesome patterns in it. If you decide to participate in Club Cove, this is how your paper will come. You get a half a pack of designer series paper. So let me just show you really quickly these patterns. And we're going to do something with this one. It's got some just gorgeous little patterns that mix and match. Things that you can use for anything. This one has little hearts. This one has little ladybugs. I just love this one. And then a gingham. You've seen that one already. And then you have some smaller jars with some lined paper, which I think is awesome for scrapbooking because you can do titles, you could do your journaling, etc. And then who doesn't love fruit, right? And again, you could easily cut this fruit out and use on your product. So that's all part of this homemade sweetness suite. And again, the colors are just gorgeous. So you'll find this on the online store under online exclusives. All right. So let me show you the pieces that you're going to need. And remember, you don't have to write all these down because we will put them up on Club Cove with some additional pictures. We're going to start with a piece of Misty Moonlight. This is 1/4 of a sheet. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. You need a piece of Granny Apple Green. This is 4 by 5 1/4. A piece of Basic White that is 3 3/4 by 5. I'm not in camera. Then you need 2 more pieces of Misty Moonlight. One of them is, let me see, 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. And the second one, excuse me, that's wrong. 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And this one is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to put this in your scorer with the long edge at the top for both of them. And on one end, you're going to score a 1/2 inch, okay? Because we're going to turn those into some little flaps. Next, you need a Granny Apple Green circle. This is from the 2 3/8 inch circle punch. And then I was saying earlier that this was a great card to use up your designer series paper. You need 2 pieces that are 3 by 3 1/2, okay? And you need 2 pieces that are 3 by 2 1/2. So if you look, and I actually used 2 different ones, but you can easily make this card, 2 of them, or 1 of them, out of a 6 by 6. So sometimes patterns on the other side will coordinate nicely. And it's just a great way to utilize this card layout, but also to use up your 6 by 6. So I just think that's a very economical way to make some cards and have some fun with it. All right. So, and then we're going to use Misty Moonlight ink. And what I want to do first is I'm going to build the base of my card. And then we will get situated. Okay, I'm going to start with my my quarter sheet, which is the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I have my 2 panels that are already scored, And what I want to do is I want to go ahead and fold these down and burnish them. Okay. And we're going to burnish them really well. And on these, because the fact we're going to be making an interactive card, while I normally will turn in the raised part when I score it, for cards like this, flaps, boxes, etc., I like to put that on the outside. Okay, so this is what you have, is your two pieces with those edges scored. Okay, so what we're going to do is, and you can use tear tape if you like, you can use liquid glue. I'm just going to use my Stamp and Seal. You could even use Seal Plus if you like. And you're just going to add adhesive to that flap. Now you're going to make sure that the flap that you've turned down is on the bottom, okay? And you're going to, I'm going to do this sideways. You're going to line up the smaller of the two, flush across the bottom and flush across the left side, just like that. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and burnish it a little bit, and then I'm going to burnish the flap as well. Okay, so that's our first one. Then we're going to do the exact same thing with the larger one, except we're going to put it on the opposite side at the top. So I'm sorry, we're going to add our adhesive. I want to make sure I have adhesive all the way to the end because of the fact that, like I said, it is an interactive card. Again, I'm going to line it up flush. Okay. I learned this card from Connie Stewart, and I just loved it. It's like I said, it wasn't the card that I had planned, but I just loved the card design and wanted to change it up. Okay, so that is our basic card. Now, like I said, you could put tear tape here, but because we're going to be adding this Granny Apple Green piece right here across the center, that's going to act as yet another anchor to keep those flaps in place. Okay, so I'm just going to add adhesive here and here. And put that in the center, just like this. Oh, thank you, Carol. It's hydrangea hue, if you haven't picked up on that. It's my favorite in color. I knew when I saw it, I wanted it, so I took a piece of cardstock to the nail salon, and we stood there, and thankfully, I'm an OPI girl. I love their polish. And thankfully, they had a color that matched perfectly. I loved it. So, hi, Tracy. Okay, so we've got that done, right? Okay, so our white piece is going to go here. But before we actually adhere it down, I want to show you just a couple of little tricks. I'm going to get out my Misty Moonlight, okay? And this is going to go up and this is going to go down, okay? So I have areas that I can stamp in, both here and there, okay? So what I want to do first is I want to make sure that's in the center. I'm not going to adhere it yet in case I make a little boo-boo. But up here at the top, I'm going to use the narrow Sending Love. And I'm going to kind of see how much space I have. And I'm going to stamp that right like that. Okay? So then we will see that when we do this. Now, for this one, I don't think I have enough room. Yes, I do. All right. So now I've got that there. I've got this space over here showing. So I want to take the I'm Here For You, and I want to put it as close. Move that. Put this up a little further. I want to put this as close to the bottom as I can, but still have a little bit of room there. Oh, it worked. Okay. All right, so now I can go ahead and adhere that. I'm also going to put the larger Keeping You in My Thoughts over here on this side. I need a little bit more ink, and I need to be a little straighter, and he's gonna go right here. Just like that. Ah, I picked up an edge. Okay, that's okay. Where there's a will, there's a way. So what I'm gonna do is, if you don't have one of these, this is a sand eraser. You can get them at the local box stores. And most of the time, if you do it quick, you can erase that ink right off. It's gritty. Okay. And so now you don't see it. But you have to do it fast, okay? You don't want that ink to set, because once it starts setting down into the fibers of the paper, you're not going to be able to get it off. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our piece in here. And again, I want to make sure when I fold that down, I'm going to slide this down just a bit. So my gap at the top is going to be a little bit wider than normal, but I want to make sure that you can see that sentiment at the bottom. Okay, so this one will go right here. So again, we're going to bring it down a little bit. Yep, and up. Okay, then we can put our designer series paper on. So what we're going to do is, for the inside, we're going to take this marble paper, and your smaller one is going to go down here at the bottom. Now, if you wanted to, you could make this the same DSP on all 4 panels. There's nothing wrong with that. You can do it however you like. Okay? So you could even put embossed pieces, or you could put extra white panels for places to write. It's really up to you. I'm just going to put the marbled paper here. Okay. And then for our front panels, we'll do the same thing. We'll add, our floral paper. This one. And that's what makes it nice, for the fact that you are when you cut it, you can cut it right from a 6x6, especially if the patterns all match. I just wanted to do something that coordinated, and I just love the colors in this paper. All right, and then this one is going to go right here. So that is that, just like that. Okay, we're going to take our circle. That's going to go right here in the center of our large panel. Okay. And then, where did he go? Here he is. Out of the designer series paper, I actually cut out one of the little jars, and I want to add him with some dimensionals. Okay. And you could do something else. I just thought the little jar was super cute, and I loved that it had the blues and the greens in there. Now, this is the Misty Moonlight checked ribbon. It is so nice. It ties very nicely. And I actually just made a little knot And I'm going to add that right here on my jar, right there. Okay. And then I have some of the iridescent pearls. And I'm just going to add those over here to kind of tie it all together. Okay. And then I think I want to do one more thing, and I'm going to take a Wink of Stella, and I'm just going to add that here to the berries and the leaves. I just think it's a fun, springy summer card that lets her know that I'm thinking about her. So it just works just like this. Okay. Now you can also change this way, and you could do a horizontal card, and you would just change the panels to go the opposite. So you could take the panel, for example, you could leave and put this one up here at the top. There's lots of different ways and placements that you can use these panels. So that's one. And then this is a happy birthday that I did using that floral paper and the cone flower stamp set. And I just cut the flower out of that paper. And again, use two different ones and did it like this. So just a fun flap that you can do lots and lots of things with. And again, super, super easy. So I hope you like that design, that you'll give it a try. Use up some of that designer series paper and share with me if you make one so I can see what you come up with. Now, don't forget again, registration for the frame class ends tomorrow evening. So if you're interested in that, I'd love to have you come. Again, it's at 6:30 at the Marine Corps League. And then, of course, up after that is Stamp-A-Stack and Stampin' Bunko. And then, like I said, I will work on getting what I have left. I have to take pictures yet and do all of that. So I'm not going to say when that's going to be ready, but you'll be the first to know when it is. So everyone have a great rest of your week. Stay cool. And we will be back next week with our next Facebook Live. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye-bye.